So if you've been keeping up with the Fortnite community as of lately, Squatingdog has found himself in a very particular situation, and the entire Fortnite community in general, because AI versus Fortnite concepts have been really clashing heads. Like, the people who make Fortnite concepts have been upset with the people using AI to make their own Fortnite concepts. I already uploaded a video talking about my general thoughts on that, but today I do want to take a look at specifically Squatingdog's situation, because he seemed to have received like the biggest punch in the face for using AI. So I wanted to take a look at his situation, although it's not exactly what I want to do for this video. We're going to get into it. I'm going to explain in just a second. Before we do though, I do want to say hello everybody. Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's talk about this entire situation. So the reason why this video isn't going to be exactly what I wanted it to be, because I wanted to talk about like all these people responding to him. There has been so many people sending so much hate his way, and I was going to talk about like, hey, if you want to change somebody's mind, this isn't the way to go about it. I was going to like go through tweets like that, dissect it, and it's important to note before we get into this entire topic, my general opinion on AI versus Fortnite concepts, okay? I have nothing against the people using AI. I really don't. It's with AI in general, not specifically for AI art. I wish AI wasn't a thing. I would think it would be great if we could just eradicate it, and like, because AI is going to be nothing but damaging for society. So that's my general opinion on AI, but I'm also of the opinion of it's here and there is absolutely no stopping it. So to just actively start hunting down the people who are adapting to the world changing, I think that's wrong. But again, if it was up to me, I would get rid of AI. But what you're asking for people to do is like give up their social media. Yes, it's bad for society, but are you going to be the only one not using it? No, that's insane to ask of somebody. It's also important to note that there are people who aren't necessarily, and I don't mean to be insulting, but people who aren't as talented. Like, I've known throughout this YouTube channel so many people who make such fantastic artwork. I will forever respect those concepts more than I respect AI art. It takes a amount of work. I can't imagine the brain power that goes into creating stuff like that. I love looking at artwork, and I will forever love looking at artwork more than I love looking at AI art. And it's up for debate whether you want to call AI art, but regardless, I find the people who put their ideas into AI also cool. I just like looking at the ideas for characters that things can produce. But at the end of the day, I'm going to ultimately respect somebody who actually drew up their concepts, you know what I mean? Like, but for the people using AI for fun, for the people using AI for business, whatever it is, I think it's wrong to attack those people, although I do understand where people are coming from. If you'd like to hear my entire opinion on that, I uploaded a video a couple days ago talking about that and expanding on what I just told you here, but I thought it was important to note where I stand personally when it comes to AI before we talk about this stuff. So I want to bring you to this tweet from Squatingdog. This was the last of the entire conversation. This is what I was going to make a video about. I wanted to keep up the post for the conversation. I have learned a lot from artists in the community through it, and I was hoping it would serve helpful to others too. However, I have gotten 7 death threats because of it that are very concerning. After chatting with some artist friends, it seems taking it down would have been best. I'm sorry if my post hurt you, truly not my intention. After apparently disrespecting the entire art community, I'm going to step away from socials for a while, pretty discouraged to say the least. Now, what I wanted to do was take a look at the entire conversation going on here, but he deleted everything. So what I ended up doing is scattering around like the replies and stuff. People were replying to it, other people I found posting about it, and I wanted to make those tweets and put them into a video, of course, like have a little bit of a reaction video going on for you here. So unfortunately, we can't do what I want to. Maybe that's just my fault for not hopping on this opportunity at the very beginning, but I still wanted to talk about the situation because truthfully, so many people were being ridiculous to him. And another thing that I mentioned in the other video is take a look at the words that this guy's using. He might be being nice, okay? He might be being nice, and I understand why he'd have to post that, but you guys bullied this guy into just having to post this. I guarantee he wanted the notifications to stop. I guarantee it, because apparently what are the words he used here? After apparently disrespecting the entire art community, yeah, like he doesn't think he disrespected the art community, and he didn't disrespect the art community. He was very open listening to a bunch of you guys throw your absolute BS his way and insult him. Like that's not how you change somebody's mind, and this is what the important part of the video was that I did want to talk about. But for now, you know what I mean? Let's continue on. Let's take a look at some other people who were talking about this. And again, the replies here aren't exactly one big thread. It was posts responding to the deleted post by Squatingdog, and where everybody was talking about AI, although Squatingdog does have his posts gone. Man, this ain't it. Even just using generative AI to mess around hurts artists, because the web traffic alone gives these people money, and the more money they have, the more they'll grow their business, and the more they grow their business, the more art they steal from artists. Now, it's a big thing that's up in the air right now that AI is stealing art from other artists, or like expanding their work, like using the idea of some people that already have art there. If that's the case, then I can understand, like, you'd have to go into a legal battle down the road with AI with that. But at the end of the day, people just using AI to mess around. It's a feature that's there. I will always draw it back to social media because I believe that this is the best way to really compare it. I remember when Facebook came out, I was the only one not using Facebook because I was a little bit late. My parents were overprotective and stuff like that. It was crazy to me. I was way behind everybody who was constantly talking in online. I'm not going to be the only one. And look what social media turned out for society, right? Everybody's depressed. It's damaged society to a proportion that I won't even get into at this moment. I think it is exactly comparable, and I think AI will have those same standards on society, those same effects on society, okay? So the people using AI to mess around right now, at the end of the day, they're not really exactly hurting anyone. It's the AI. It's not the people using the AI. The tools are there. And then I've seen some people also draw those conclusions where it's like, oh, well, it's you pick up a gun, you shoot somebody, it's the fault of the person who left the gun on the table. Is that what you're saying? No. It's a little bit incomparable in that sense. You can't compare things that drastically to people just, hey, this is me in Fortnite, you know what I mean? It's harmless stuff like that. But I do understand the point. I do understand the point of not wanting anybody to give money to these AI businesses, the people creating the programs. I get that. Again, if you want to talk about AI, and I mentioned this in my other video, I would be on board with it if you could somehow convince every single person in the world to be on board with that, okay? But I'm not going to be the only one not using it. And there's no way in hell you are going to convince every single person to stop using AI. It's here, it's coming, there's nothing you can do about it. And Squatingdog actually left a reply up to this one. With respect, AI is slowly integrating in every aspect of our lives right now. I support and have paid hundreds of artists for work, and I will continue to do so. I am an artist too, but I really think stuff is going to change whether people like it or not, because when I go to do art, AI is already integrated into my Adobe suite. It's like trying to stop the internet. Do I think copying artists' work is wrong? Yes. Do I think we can stop it? No, I don't. I will just continue to pay artists and have fun messing around with free trials. I see nothing wrong with this. This is coming from somebody who has also paid people for work like this. It racks up to hundreds of dollars. If you're using the tools to just mess around, you can't expect people to just go ahead and pay it. But it's true. AI is integrating into every aspect of our lives right now. Another thing that I mentioned in my other video is at my workplace, in my personal life, so many people are about to get laid off, and it's horrible. It's sad to see. But again, there's nothing you can do it. There's nothing you can do about it. I will forever, like Squatingdog, I will forever support the people who are making art. I will always have concept time on the channel. I will always be here looking at the amazing things that people create. But unfortunately, the world is changing and there's nothing you can do about it. We have another reply to that here that just says, very, very straightforward, adapt or die. AI can already replace a huge portion of today's workforce. No turning back. This is very brutally honest and it's blunt. I understand, but it's true. Adapt or die. There's nothing you can do about it, especially if you are some sort of creator in the space trying to draw things up when AI can do it way more efficiently. It's there. I use AI for my YouTube shorts. I say, hey, here's a gameplay, Get Munch, and that's the program. Hey, Get Munch, watch this game of Fortnite that I played. It picks out the best moments for me. It's efficient. It's sacrificing work for me. You know what I mean? But I understand the confusion, or not the confusion. I don't want to say. I understand how that's a little bit different from what I'm saying and with the people who are creating art. Like, by doing this, because I don't have an editor, I'm not necessarily sacrificing anybody's job, but I can understand the argument where it's like, okay, if you're supporting things like Get Munch, then maybe somebody else is going to use it and get rid of their editor. I get that, okay? And I would be on board, again, if everybody else was, but I'm not going to sit here and fall behind. I'm going to adapt. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to fall behind when everybody else is doing it. You're not going to convince people otherwise, man. And I wanted to bring this tweet up here in particular because this has been one of the most, you see this absolutely everywhere in replies to, people using AI art, right? You could have paid an artist to do those renders instead. 1, it's for fun. Why would you do that? 2, it takes days. 3, or weeks even. 3, you can rack up hundreds of dollars in seconds. Not everybody can afford that. Not everybody can afford that. And this is something that I also explore in my other video where it's like everybody's acting so fake virtuous. I understand there's 1 in 100 that really means what they say. But don't expect me to say, and all of the replies going, oh, you could have just paid the artist. I would be doing that myself. I'm not saying this is what this tweet said, but you've seen people always talking about that. If you were in any position where you needed AI art or you needed artwork done for any sort of business that you're doing, why wouldn't you go with AI? Nobody would just sit here and say like, and again, everybody's being so fake virtuous about it. You know what I mean? All these people saying it would not go out and reach out to somebody and pay somebody. You would go the free route. You would go the cheap route. You would go the arguably better route. Don't sit here and act like you're all high and mighty. That's what everybody's doing in these replies. It drives me crazy, and I can't believe that people post this. Well, I can believe it because people believe what people say on Twitter. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Like, you're not fooling me with this one. Moving on, though, we did have Hypex chime into all of this. I still find it crazy that some people get this mad about AI users that use AI for fun purposes like this, which got no bad intentions behind them, as if that will stop the billions of dollars of companies from making this thing more available and more advanced over the next months and years. He has a point. He has a point, and this is what I've been talking about the entire time. There's no stopping this. It is like a snowball rolling down the biggest hill that goes up into space. Like, it is not going to stop this. AI is here. And again, it's going to be horrible. I have nothing but expectations for society to crumble. There's just nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it, man. Moving on, we have another reply here. I will reiterate what I said before. Not being able to stop other people's actions doesn't give people a free pass to do the same thing themselves. If something is considered morally reprehensible, it shouldn't be done at all. Innocent fun or not, it is still harmful. I understand the argument here. I understand it completely. But come to me and talk to me about this when you get everybody else on board. That's what I'm saying. And exactly it being harmful or not, like, I understand where that's coming from, and I don't know if I necessarily disagree with it, because using this AI art truthfully does harm artists, but it's like every aspect in life. It's not like these people are being the only people affected by AI. You know, it's laying off people in general. So I understand. I don't entirely disagree with this, but at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not going to fall behind. I'm adapting. I'm not dying, like that one user said. It's well put. I get it. And this is what I was talking about earlier when I used like the gun analogy. It's like, oh, just because that everybody else is going out and shooting people on the street doesn't mean you could too. It makes sense, but it's a little bit of an incomparable situation. Moving on, we have another tweet replying to Hypex. You do what you want, but I will say this right now. Do not accept that AI will take over anyway. That's what they want you to think. Endorsing it is the reason is why it's getting invested on. Now, this actually, I really enjoy the attitude for that. I really do, but I can't say that I agree with it, man. I am completely black-pilled when it comes to society, man. I think that the entire world is going to fall soon, and I've almost like accepted that fact. Whether or not like you think that that's a horrible attitude to have, it probably is, to be honest with you. It probably is, but nothing that I see around me makes me think that society is going to be okay with AI going on, with people getting depressed everywhere, people addicted to adult content, everybody unhealthy. You know what I mean? Every aspect of life is just going absolutely downhill. It's not to say like I'm sad or anything. I just believe that the world is crumbling in real time around us. Families are getting destroyed. Like I can go into it everywhere. I could go into it like crazy, but of course there's a video just specifically talking about Fortnite and AI, right? So it's a really good attitude to have. It really, really is. And I love to be a positive guy. I have a positive mindset when it comes to like pretty much all aspects of life when it kind of comes around me. You know what I mean? I love my family. I love like going to work in the morning. I love coming home. I love running my dog. I love spending time with my girl. You know what I mean? I'm just a happy guy in general. But when it comes to like looking up at the rest of the world, I don't believe that it's all going to be okay come in a few years. You know what I mean? But I'll be sitting here. I'll be enjoying life. I'll be happy. You know what I mean? So that's the problem with this. Do not accept that AI will take over anyways. And that's what they want you to think. I would love to get on board with that. I really would, but I can't, like, they probably do want us to think this. Like, if you think this is like an agenda or whatever, like, of course that's up for debate when it comes to AI, right? But, I can't get behind it. I can't. I gotta say, I love the attitude. I absolutely love that optimism. You're not gonna get people like me over it, and you're not gonna get, especially the people who just want to use AI on board. So, yeah, I can't say anything else about that. I love the attitude, but I'm not on board with it. I'm sorry. Let's get into one more reply for today here. Twitter or X is genuinely a joke. Seeing so many good people with good intentions just getting hated on for using AI for fun. Like, seriously, get a grip on reality. It's just like any sci-fi movie. AI is here and it's not going anywhere, so you need to adapt instead of just complaining. That last part is exactly true. You need to adapt instead of complaining. Everybody in the world, hi Sonny, my puppy's here. Everybody in the entire world is going to use AI, and she wants to say hi. Sonny, what do you think about AI? Oh, what do you think about AI? You want to say something? Not me, you talk to the microphone. But don't lick the microphone. All right, I'm gonna continue recording. What I was saying was everybody in the world is continuing to use AI, and I also have a little bit extra to say about this, because people really are just using AI for fun, and I understand by the people saying that, oh, supporting this program really just gives them more money for the most part. I get that, but there's so many people around me who have been making AI art in general, and it's been really, really cool to see hey, this is a really cool idea. I enjoy looking at those concepts just like I do looking at the people who draw up their concepts. It's people's ideas being created. It's people's people really, really are just using it for fun and to attack people the way that everybody is attacking them. People with good intentions, like this tweet said, people with good intentions are just getting hated on. This is not the way to change anybody's mind, and that's why it's kind of true in the sense that Twitter or X is a joke. There are people out there that are trying to have rational discussions about this, but for the most part, the people replying to people like Squatingdog, the people who just get hated on and insulted and have death threats just for posting hey, this is me in Fortnite, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous, and it's never going to change anybody's mind. If people continue to attack people the way that they've attacked Squatingdog, it's going to do nothing but encourage people to use AI more, because you know what's going to happen after that? People are going to look at you and say, oh my god, I was about to say something really bad, but for lack of a better term, hey, go jump off a bridge. That's what they're going to say to people when they reply. And so, because you're coming in and insulting them, you know? They're just going to look at you and be like, who the hell are you? What are you coming at me for? I just did something for fun. That's what they're doing. But even if you come about it with a little bit of a nicer message, they're probably still going to use it anyway. So my whole point with this is, unfortunately, there is no stopping this. But again, the way that Twitter has been reacting to this is just not okay. It's just not okay. And good people, innocent people, just living their life and just making AI art for fun, they're just getting crapped all over, and that is not okay for people to do. That's not the way to get your message apart, and just leave people alone. That's the end of the discussion. Leave people alone. Let them do what they want. AI is here. You have to adapt or die, and that's the unfortunate reality of the situation. Hello. That is the unfortunate reality of the situation. Guys, this is where I will leave it up to you. Let me know what you think down below, and thank you so much for watching this video. On the screen right now, you will have 2 videos on the screen. I hope that Squatingdog is okay. That's something else that I wanted to mention. I really, really do, because some people it really, really gets to, and I don't know their situation. But guys, go check out one of the videos. Comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care.